কূটনৈতিক সম্পর্কের ৪৫ বছর পার করছে বাংলাদেশ এবং সৌদি আরব। গত কয়েক বছরে দেশ দুইটি বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্রে অর্থনৈতিক, বাণিজ্যিক এবং সামরিক সহ বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্রে সহযোগিতা বাড়ছে এবং দুই দেশের সম্পর্ক আরও শক্তিশালী হচ্ছে। নিউজ 24 এর বিশেষ সাক্ষাৎকার আয়োজনে আপনাদের সাথে আছে আমি লাকমিনা জেসমিন সময় এবং আজ আমরা আলোচনা করব বাংলাদেশ এবং সৌদি আরবের সম্পর্ক নিয়ে। আলোচনার জন্য আমাদের সাথে যুক্ত হয়েছেন বাংলাদেশে নিযুক্ত সৌদি আরবের রাষ্ট্রদূত ইসা বিন ইউসেফ আল দুহাইলান। ওয়েলকাম এক্সেলেন্সি।
Welcome.
Very good to have you on our show. Kaifa haluka?
Alhamdulillah, thank you very much. Shukran.
Okay, let's start with Bangladesh and Saudi relations. So, how would you describe your relationship with Bangladesh since we have been in a relationship for 45 years?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Saudi-Bangladeshi relationship is strong and deep in history. The two brotherly countries have a strong relationship based on the common understanding of true Islam and mutual interest in the fields of religion and politics and economic, culture and many other fields. The custodian of the two holy mosques and King Salman bin Abdul Aziz and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina have met many times, and we are here to achieve their inspiration and to their instructions to make our relationship better and lift it into new heights, inshallah.
So you know that Bangladesh is celebrating its 50 years of independence and also the birth centenary of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation. So we have seen that Saudi government sent greetings to Bangladesh as well. So what is the key message for the people of the Bangladesh?
The custodian of the two holy mosques and the Crown Prince, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdul Aziz, sent a greeting message to Honorable President and Honorable Prime Minister expressing their congratulate on the occasion of the Golden Jubilee of Bangladesh and the 50th anniversary of independence. We, Saudi is creating Bangladesh as a brotherly country. We have a very strong relation, and the relation, it covers many fields. As I said, the people of Bangladesh is participating not in only Bangladesh but in the entire world. Their keenness, their hard working, and Bangladesh is a symbol of a country that has stability, security, and the ability for transferring from the underdeveloped country to a developed country, which is a very great challenge for a country. But Bangladesh, with willingness, achieve that goal. We are really proud of the Bangladeshi government, leadership, and people of Bangladesh.
How do you see the opportunity for Saudi investment in Bangladesh?
Bangladesh has a very great potential opportunities of investment.
You are talking about the stability as well.
Yes, because Bangladesh has many pillars of great investment. Bangladesh has stability and security. This is one thing. Also, the laws regarding investment, it's helping the investors and companies and businessmen to come Bangladesh to explore the high scope of opportunities in many fields, and we have many Saudi companies and many Saudi businessmen response to the call.
Could you explain some fields that where they could invest?
Yes, they can invest on energy, oil, renewable resources, solar energy, agriculture, fishing, poultry, also in food industry, in sugar, and many other industries. 1976, the Saudi Development Fund had projects in the infrastructure here in Bangladesh, building highways, building bridges, hospitals, schools, in very soft laws, easy laws, and also we have the King Salman aid and relief assistant. It participate in giving aid to the vulnerable communities and Rohingya people here in Bangladesh. This is on the government side. On the private sector, we have investors who wants to come to Bangladesh and invest $15 billion in total. They are willing to come, and inshallah we already have some project from Red Sea Gate Company and Al-Bu'd Al-Handasi, the engineering dimension, Al-Jumayh, and inshallah Al-Fanar. We have also Herfi here and many other companies who already had their investments here in Bangladesh, and more to come inshallah.
Also, I would like to know from you that what kind of facilities or opportunities that your government can provide for the investors of Bangladeshi investors or Bangladeshi businessmen in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia launched the Vision 2030 4 years ago, and it welcomed and opened to all the investors to come to Saudi Arabia. And one of the targeting investors is Bangladeshi businessmen and companies. Saudiya and me call the investors and the businessmen to come to Saudi Arabia to translate the Vision 2030 into reality and to participate in the huge projects in the new city of Neom and in the coast of Red Sea and in many other areas. Last month, the government of Saudi Arabia specialized 16 sectors for the education, health, and many other sectors to the private sector to work on this field. It was, for the government, and now it will be handled to the private sector. So this is a very good opportunity for the Bangladeshi investor to go there and to participate on these 16 fields.
And how the two countries can enhance the cooperation in terms of trade?
We have already the Saudi Bangladeshi committee, which is held every 2 years. The last one, it was in February 2020. And with the governmental delegation, we have a private and businessmen from the private sector. They discussed together. They signed MOUs and agreements in favor to enhance and expedite also the procedure of having businesses here in Bangladesh and there in Saudi Arabia.
What type of commodities or products can take place in the Saudi market?
Here in Bangladesh, you have the poultry, the meat, cow meat, and also fruits like pineapple. You have textile, jute also. All these commodities is essential there in Saudi Arabia, and they have a very high demand.
We will know more about it, but I have to take a break. দর্শক, নিচ্ছি ছোট্ট একটি বিরতি। আমরা আলোচনা করছি বাংলাদেশ এবং সৌদি আরবের কূটনৈতিক সম্পর্ক নিয়ে। ফিরছি কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যেই। বিরতির পর আবারও স্বাগত। কথা বলছিলাম সৌদি আরব এবং বাংলাদেশের সম্পর্ক নিয়ে কথা বলতে আমাদের সাথে যুক্ত রয়েছেন বাংলাদেশে নিযুক্ত সৌদি আরবের রাষ্ট্রদূত ইসা বিন ইউসেফ আল দুহাইলান। Welcome back, Ambassador. So now I want to talk about a big crisis, which is Rohingya crisis. You know, it's not only a regional crisis; it's also a global crisis. I think you believe so. How is Saudi Arabia cooperating with Bangladesh to deal with this crisis?
Saudi Arabia is supporting Bangladesh in this issue from a political perspective and also from a humanitarian point of view. Yes, through aid to the Rohingya people, the Saudi already gave Rohingya people more than 60 million US dollar in aids, in medical and shelter and food, dates, and also in political aid. So Saudi called the Secretary General of United Nations to issue a resolution regarding this Rohingya issue, and immediately the United Nations issued a statement regarding this crisis.
So do you think YC could able to play a more effective role, I mean, overcoming this crisis?
Yes, Saudi Arabia is a member of OIC, and it works through the organization with the other countries to raise this issue as a collective effort into international forums. And 2 weeks ago there was a delegation from the OIC visits Bashundhara Island. They assure the stand of the OIC countries with Bangladesh in this crisis and call for the rights of Rohingya minority.
So millions of Bangladeshi people is working in your country, and they are contributing in your economy as well as for Bangladesh. So how do you evaluate their efforts in your economy?
Actually, I consider them as brothers and sisters, and we are hosting them as very effective workers who is participating in the development and achieving the goals of the development in Saudi Arabia. They are doing very hard work and very good job there in Saudi Arabia. Also their remittance here to their loved ones and families reaches more than 10 billion US dollar a year. Which is a very good revenue for the Bangladeshi economy. This mutual interest is a win-to-win situation. We have them and they have the full rights which is offered by the law and Sharia.
How much? They have a lot of complaints.
No, it's not a lot. If you consider 2.2 million population in one place, there might be, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 incidents, but it will not be generalized to the whole population. So if there is any incident, it will be the government will deal with it in a proper way. With the law, we have a very clear Sharia law who reserve the rights for the worker and for the employee.
So you are talking about new rules as well?
Yeah, the new rules actually in favor of every party of the business operation. So it's good for the worker, it's good for the employer, it's good for everybody. Now the worker can transfer from one company or one employer to another after, you know, some procedure, after finishing the contract after 1 year, and some, you know, regulations. He can go re-entry and final exit. Before he couldn't do this unless he take the permission from the employer. So these regulation enhance the situation of business
Is there any new opportunity for the new workers who are intent to go to Saudi Arabia for working?
Each morning we have 3,000 opportunity for Bangladeshi to work in Saudi Arabia. We issue here in the embassy.
How even in COVID-19 crisis?
It's still, with COVID-19, we are issuing visas for around 3,000 Bangladeshi workers, and the flights didn't suspend from Saudi and Bangladesh due to the virus, coronavirus pandemic, but because
but many people are stuck in Dhaka.
No, they are not stuck. Actually, the problem is their documents are not complete. That's why they are stuck. For example, you know, the police report or the medical report or the issuing of the passports, but if he complete all the documents and submit it in the morning, he will take it afternoon, his visa. So just in a matter of 6 hours, he will get his visa.
Do you seek for skilled workers?
Yes, sure. Because now the situation in Saudi Arabia, they are looking for a specific skilled worker. And if the Bangladeshi non-skilled worker still sending to Saudi Arabia, they will miss a big share of the local market there in Saudi Arabia. So I urge the government here and even the private sector to establish more training centers to train very skilled workers so they can a very great competitive.
So how the unskilled workers are being sent? Who is liable for that?
Here and from Bangladesh, the majority is an unskilled worker. The majority, because
why Saudi Arabia receives them?
Because we have you know, occupations for non-skilled work. We have both, but for the skilled worker, you will get a greater share from the Saudi market.
So the two countries are enhancing cooperation in different kind of fields. So one specific thing is, what kind of military cooperation is being exchanged between the two countries?
The military exchange began in the beginning of the 80s, from last century, when Saudi gave Bangladesh a loan with 600 million US dollar to rebuild the Bangladeshi forces after the War of Independence, and from that time it continued. The cooperation continued between the military authorities here and there with visits, and from that time we sent every year officers to have some train in Command and Staff College here in Bangladesh. The Saudi officers are the highest number of the whole trainers here in Bangladesh. So this cooperation was started and will long last, inshallah, and we are looking for more, inshallah, to come.
That's cool. How do you see the future of the future relationship between the two countries?
Actually,
this is my last question.
I'm very optimistic regarding, you know, the situation.
And what's your personal aim in Dhaka as well?
I'm lucky to begin my ambassadorial mission here in Bangladesh. This is the first time for me as an ambassador in my whole life, and I'm lucky because I came here in the year of Mujib al-Rahman. This year has a glorious year for not only Bangladeshi or even for me in person, and I'm looking forward to see the Saudi-Bangladeshi relationship not only focusing on manpower, but it has a multidimensional relation. It will go to, I want to see the cricket players playing in Saudi Arabia, and the poets and the singers from Bangladesh doing, you know, festivals there in Saudi Arabia. Also, I want to see Bangladeshi people have tourism in Saudi, in Al-Ula, in Tabuk, in Al-Hassa, in Hail, in Jeddah, in Dammam, not only go for performing Umrah and Hajj, and they are welcome to do so, but also we have a variety of environmental places there in Saudi Arabia. We have the sea, we have the mountain, we have the land, we have the sand. It's a very unique experience.
Excellency, shukran lak. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. Shukran.
Thank you so much for your time and thanks for joining with us.
Shukran, shukran. Salam alaikum.
দর্শক, এতক্ষণ আমরা বাংলাদেশ এবং সৌদি আরবের যে 50 বছর পার করেছে সেই সময়ের বিভিন্ন বিষয় নিয়ে আমরা আলোচনা করছিলাম এবং ভবিষ্যতে এই সম্পর্ক কোথায় নিয়ে যেতে চান সেই বিষয়টি নিয়ে আমাদের সাথে কথা বলছিলেন বাংলাদেশে নিযুক্ত সৌদি আরবের রাষ্ট্রদূত ইসা বিন ইউসেফ আল দুলাইহান। তিনি আমাদেরকে সেই তার লক্ষ্যের কথাই বলছিলেন। নিউজ 24 এর পরবর্তী আয়োজন দেখার আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়ে শেষ করছি। এতক্ষণ আপনাদের সাথে ছিলাম আমি লাকমিনা জেসমিন সোমা।